Hi everybody. Today we are together with Gamze and we are going to talk about travel notes all around the world, more than 80 countries, right, Gamze?
Yeah, that's true. Correct.
Uh, is it possible you describe a little bit about yourself?
Myself, okay.
Tough question.
Yes, it is exactly. You caught me unguarded now. So, well, I'm a traveler and I have two kids who are travelers as well. And I'm married to a Brit and he's a traveler too. So, we are a traveler family. So, living in London at the moment, but this might change anytime. Um, yeah, I've been
For,
to 80 plus countries and lived in several as well. So, yeah,
for how long you live in England, London?
on and off, 25 years.
Wow, quite long.
Yes, but on and off, just
And I also know that you live in 9 different countries. Is that correct?
seven different countries, eight if we count Cyprus as well. Yes.
Okay. And I know that you traveled many countries, and I get some information about ABC Islands,
Yep.
then some islands, Saint Martin, Anguilla.
Hmm.
Then I've seen some travel notes about Alaska, and you
Yeah.
just mentioned Canada is on the way coming.
Oh, yes. I'm writing about Canada at the moment. All those travel notes I posted are actually they're a product of several weeks. So I have to work on them before I publish anything because I don't want to write anything that comes to my mind, and
Yeah,
I don't want to bore people. Another thing.
yeah. By the way, I created a video for USA Route 66. At the
Yeah.
meantime, I can play it while we were talking. So
Hmm.
uh, I also added some notes like this. You can see.
Yeah. That's
Um,
cool.
I'm going to start with my questions. Can you
Uh-huh.
please share which countries you traveled and which one you were impressed the most among the countries you visited?
Well, I'm not going to give you the whole list of 89
It
countries
must be
so
tough.
far. Yes, but yeah, let's say I covered almost all the continents um, except Antarctica. So, and
Wow.
that's one place I would love to go. Um, well, the for me the best memory of the countries. Well, let me see. Let me say it this way. Um, all the countries for me are special and unique, and they're all beautiful. But I'm interested in nature, people, culture, history. So all these I found in the US. I think US or North America in general would come top for me, but USA because it is very diversified as nature and natural structures and also the climate and microclimate. And each state has a different culture within
Yeah.
itself. Well, that's what I found. And, you know, being the First Nations or the modern uh, American society, it's very interesting and very diverse. That's what I found. And I would say, yes, probably US and Canada. Canada comes
And
second.
Canada, okay. I
Yeah.
see. What about cultural difference? Something different than our Turkish culture?
Yeah. Well, then again, culture is culture everywhere. It is every country has its own culture, which is wonderful, and that's why it is beautiful for me. Um, but culturally, let me say, I found, for example, Transnistria the weirdest, in my opinion, because it was it's not recognized by any other countries other than Russia. And Moldova thinks that it is Moldovan, but it's not. And Ukraine doesn't even care. And it is only recognized by Russia, as I said, and subsidized by Russia as well. And when I was there, I thought time stopped there. That's how it felt, really, because it was so Soviet and so naive and innocent, and people were somehow happy as well. But they didn't have much. You know, it was very, very different to what I've seen.
I think they don't care for the future travels.
Well, I guess not, because Russia is looking after them, and they're a small country, and they're probably happy being unrecognized, and you know, they're happy within their own bubble. So I thought it was very, very interesting.
Yeah, sounds good. What about your travel friend? Who do you usually travel with?
I travel with my family or myself, just me, myself, and I. But I like traveling with my family because, as I said, you know, we're a family of travelers, and we each bring something, a different skill, and we each complement each other, I think, in that. So, for example, my son is very good at logistics, and my husband is very good at budget, and you know, that kind of thing. And I'm very good
Makes
at
sense.
finding interesting places. So
What
yeah,
about memory? Can you please share a memory during your trip you enjoyed together with them?
yeah, I mean, I have many memories, as you can imagine, but you know, there's one that comes up at the top of my head. That this happened in Utah um, when I was waiting in line to get some food with my children. Um, an Amish guy came and he said, "I overheard you. You must be English." And I said, "Yes, we're British." And he said, "Yeah, I'm so happy to talk to you because you know we love motherland. We want to go back to motherland." And it was like, you know, little did he knew that I was actually originally from Turkey. I
Yeah,
didn't even mention it because you know because he was so stuck on with that idea that I'm English. You know, even though I kept on saying I'm British. You know, there's a big difference there. Um, he was like, you know, Elizabeth is the man, and we were just laughing because my kids afterwards commented that, you know, this Amish guy is actually way forward because, you know, he's talking about Elizabeth being the man, Elizabeth being the queen being the man. You know, this is very 21st century, isn't it? He doesn't care about the gender and everything. So that was
not at
my,
all.
yeah, my children's comments actually. So I thought that was hilarious. Yeah.
During our speech, we also see a video from USA Route 66. Would you like to also tell something about your trip to there? How did you plan, or because there are many places you have seen?
Yes, I've been through many states, but Route 66 is a very iconic route, and I did that about 25 years ago with my friends. I was in my 20s then, and I loved it. Back then, I started in from New York and then all the way to LA, and I talked about this a lot, that how much I enjoyed and how many different things I saw along the way with my friends. My kids were um, on it. They just said, you know, we want to do that too. And I did it with my kids 25 years later, you know, so that was quite special, very, very interesting for us as well. But this time we started from Montreal because my son started university in Montreal. So hired the car from Montreal and drove down via Niagara Falls down to Chicago, and then all the way to LA, and then back to New York. So
And you were
it
the
was.
only driver, right? As far as I know.
I was the only driver. Yeah, I was the only driver because you can't rent a car if you're under 25. So you can't drive the car, a rental car. I mean, you can't drive the rental car if you're under 25. So I was the sole driver. It was tiring, but it was challenging in a beautiful way. So yeah, and altogether it was about 11,000 kilometers I did. Yeah.
Wow, 11,000. And
Yeah.
I also realized that you had many friendship during your trip, and they just host you in their house for dinner.
Yes, that's right. Dinner, lunch, tea, or one of the families invited me and my kids to their son's baseball match. So that was a first for us. You know, that was really interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually I've seen this photo. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about future plan? Do you plan any trip for the future?
Well, yes. Nothing too exciting, at least for me, nothing too exciting, because I'm planning to go to Canada if it opens in September. You know, due to pandemic,
Yeah.
everywhere was closed. Yeah, all the borders were closed, and especially being British, you know, on a British passport, you can't travel many places at the moment because we have the variant going up and up, as you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, Canada is the next trip because I miss my son. You know, I want to see him.
Ah, okay. So he's still there
He's still there.
for his
Yeah, he's there. Yeah,
education.
yeah, that's right.
Wow. Thank you very much for your time.
You're
We
very
may
welcome.
record any other videos for the other places. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
sure. I can say anything. Okay, bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.